So as we said, the process is a bit more complicated in the mechanics. The reasoning for that is that we have a lot of items in the mechanical sections. For example, if you look at the clash matrix that we have, because we have a high priority for the sewage and the water rain, and the vents and the drain, because of that, we may have different explanations for each one of these items over here. For example, if you take a look at the piping sections here, we have the different items of the pipings and we've separated them. But in a lot of the other cases, the sewage might be separated itself, and you'd also have to take the drain pipes into account as separate items in order to be more organized. So if that's the case, I can select this pipe and then click on the properties to open up this menu. Oh, this one. Alright, let me just close this for now, or auto hide it. Alright, so this pipe that we've selected, we can go over to the elements section to see the specifications of it. For example, here we have next to the value PVC sanitary that we can right click and hit Ctrl C to copy it. Now I'll click on the option that says find items here, which opens up a window such as this. Then I'll select the mechanics through the menu, and then our category is item. Or instead of that, I can select elements. Now I can put the property on name. Let's see. All right, let's go about this another way. Let's change the category and put it on item and the property on name. Now this equals the PVC sanitary that we can assign. Then if I click on the find all option, it finds all of these items in our plan. Now the problem that we have here is that it hasn't selected the fittings yet. When I select the fitting, it doesn't give me the full parameters. Now the reasoning for this is the selection resolution and its settings. Now we can change that by going through this option and put it in on first object instead. Now when I click on it, I get the parameters in a much more detailed level. Now our family, as you can see here, is from metric T sanitary PVC type. I'll copy it, and this time I'll put the category on item once again, the name and it equals, and paste. Then find all and alright. So I'll go over here to the property and open up the menu to see the full list. Alright, let me just pull this open a bit. And alright, let's see what we have here. Alright, let's go over to the category this time and see what we have here. Alright, I'll search for F to find the family. Alright, let's select element, but we can go over to the property and select the family over here. Alright, then this equals and Ctrl V to paste. And then we can put in the sanitary for the value. Let's see where it is. If we can find it through the menu here. All right, so instead of that, I can select the pipe 2 and then copy the value from the name in the element section and then Ctrl V over here. All right, cancel on this and this one too, and then Ctrl V. All right, and let's see. Now we can click on the find all option, then right click on the row above, and then I can select the or condition option. It's preset on and, so we can change it this way. And now you can see how this process quickens up our work. Now we go to the next one and hit copy value on the family, put the item on element and the name on family, which equals this that we paste. Then we right click and select or condition, then find all. All right, and there we go. Now we have another one over here, which we can select and then hit Ctrl+C on the family. Then we do the same in the Find Items menu. So the item is on element, the name on family, and it equals the copied value. Then I'll hit Find All, and all right. All right, let's see. Oh, we need to put this on the OR condition as well and find all to complete it. All right, so after that, we can select the reducer and then copy its value from the family section in the properties, and then line up the settings in the Find Items menu as well. So the element and then family equals the reducer, and then put this on OR condition and hit Find All. So we can find all of these switch pipes. Alright, and now the only part remaining is the siphon here, which I can select and copy the value, which is trap P push fits, and then we put the category on elements, the property on family, and this equals the trap P push fits. Put it on OR condition and then hit Find All. Alright, and after that I can save the selection and name it, for example, PL, meaning plumbing, and then dash sanitary. So PL dash sanitary. Alright, and then after we're done, we can close the Find Items menu as well. And let's close this one as well. And then we can go about the rest of the project the same way too. So using this method, we can find the particular items that we want using their specifications, which speeds up our progress massively. And that's ultimately what we want. So after we're done with this process, we can go over to the clashes. So first we'll create this matrix using the set, because after you're done with one side of it, the same combination is used for the other one. All right, so we'll go about creating the matrix here, and then we'll go about using them in the clashes. I'll just save this up